Hey guys, Lynette here. In today's video, we are going through a list of books I plan on reading. So let's get in and let's get into those books. All right guys, welcome back. So I've never done a to be read for video before. Since you guys know, this is a fairly new channel, but I see that a lot of booktubers do a list of books that they plan on reading. So maybe this will help you decide on what your next book is gonna be. But I have a list of books here that I don't have all the books here because I'm not gonna, I don't want to overwhelm myself, because when a book is in my house, it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta read it. But I'm gonna share with you a list of books that I plan on reading. So if you kind of want to see what maybe you might be interested, we're gonna look at these books together. I actually, if you look at my YouTube channel, I actually have most of these books on my Goodreads profile, so you guys can actually see a better idea of what these books are about, but we're gonna go through them with you. So the first book I haven't purchased yet, but it's on my to be read list on Goodreads. It's called Never Look Back by Lillian Rivera. So that's what the cover looks like there, if you guys are interested. And if you look at the description of the review of the synopsis of the book, it says here, it's about a girl named Yuri. So Yuri comes to the Bronx as a girl haunted by losing everything in Hurricane Maria by an evil spirit Otto. She fully expects the tragedy befell her and her family in Puerto Rico to catch up with her in New York. Yet, for a time, she can almost set this fear aside because there's this boy. Isn't it always a boy? So I love actually fiction books, so that's kind of why I'm digging this one too. It says Fias is a golden voice, bachata singing charmer, ready to spend the summer on the beach with his friends, serenading his on and off again flame that changes when he meets Yuri. All he wants is to put a smile on her face and fight off her demons. But some dangers are too powerful for even the strongest love. And as the world threatens to tear them apart, Yuri and Fias must fight for each other and their lives. So that is like super random, and I guess it's not, to me I like it because it's not really like a love story, but just challenges I guess in life. I have no idea exactly what the book is about. I just read the synopsis myself, and that's what kind of got me interested in it. So if you read Never Look Back before, definitely let me know what your thoughts on it. It looks like that, but definitely let me know what your thoughts on that. So that's definitely on my list there. Now the next book I have on my list, it's called What's Mine and Yours by Naomi Kosser. You see that there? That's what the cover looks like. And let's go through the review here, or the overview, sorry. All right, so this is from the author of Halsey Street, a sweeping novel. If you guys have ever read Halsey Street, let me know, because I've never heard of that one at all. So this is about identity, the American family, and the ways that race affects even the most intimate relationships. So what this one is about is a community in Piedmont of North Carolina rises in outrage as a county initiative draws students from the largely Black East Side town into predominantly white high schools on the West. For the two students, G and Noel, the integration sets off a chain of events that will tie their two families together in unexpected ways. So on one side of the integration debate is Jade, G's steely, ambitious mother. And then in the aftermath of a harrowing loss, she is determined to give her son the tools that he'll need to survive in America as a sensitive, anxious young Black man. On the other side is Noel's headstrong mother, Lacey, May, a white woman who refuses to see her half-Latina daughter as anything but white. She strives to protect them as she couldn't protect herself from influence of other charming but unreliable father, Robbie. So when G and Noel join the school play meant to bridge the divide between new and old students, their paths collide, and the two seemingly disconnected families begin to form deeply knotted, messy ties that will change the shape and the trajectory of their adult lives. And their mothers, each determined to see their child's inherent better life, will mask choices that will haunt them for decades to come. So that was like it seems like really deep, but I kind of want to get into that one too. And I forgot to mention, hold on, let me see if I can see what the other one got. I'll give you guys an idea. So if you look at the reviews for Never Look Back, just going backwards for a second, Never Look Back on Barnes & Noble's, that one has a 4 out of 5. And then this one, the book that we just talked about, Barnes & Noble's, this one has a 5 out of 5. So this seems to be a little bit more better, I guess you can say, but everybody's opinion is different. And then last but not least, I can't wait. If you haven't watched my review of Clap When You Land, take a pause here and go back to my very first book review. I think any book that she comes out with, I'm actually going to get Elizabeth Acevedo. Now, I know I'm going backwards on the books because I just found Elizabeth Acevedo and I've heard nothing but good reviews of her books. So I'm actually going to start backwards and start with, excuse me, one of her older books. So that's With the Fire on High. But if you want to see a review on her most recent, definitely take a pause and go back to my very first video here on this channel. So we're reading With Fire on High. Again, that's with Elizabeth Acevedo. And if you go to the reviews, it gives her a 5 out of 5. So let us figure out what this book is about. Because I honestly haven't even looked at what the book is about. I'm just like, whatever she writes, I'm down. So for this one, it's ever since she got pregnant freshman year, Amani Santiago's life has been making rough decisions. Doing what she has to do with her daughter and her abuela. The one place she can let go is in the kitchen. So where she adds a little something magical to everything that she cooks, turning her food into straight up goodness. Even though the dreams of her working as a chef after she graduates, Amani knows that it's not worth her time to pursue the impossible. Yet, despite the rules, she thinks she has to play by. Once Amani starts cooking, her choice is to let her talent break free. So again, that one sounds interesting to me. Not similar to the stories that we've read, but I like people who overcame obstacles. And again, this got high grade reviews. And if you haven't learned anything from what I've seen from Elizabeth Acevedo, she actually does the audio for her audiobooks. And I usually tend to listen to audiobooks. That's how I go about my day, just to get by. I love listening to audiobooks because sometimes it's just hard to sit down and actually read a book, but I can listen to it while I'm doing what I'm doing or while I'm going on my errands outside. All right, so that is that. And then last but not least, I actually have the next book here let me just make sure that's it for my list before I say, yeah, that's it for the list. All right, so the last book that I have here, I actually did order already, and I'm actually in the process of starting this one in a second. The next one here, the last one here is Don't Ask Me Where I'm From by Jennifer De Leon. Now this one says, let me see where the synopsis is. All right, so this one says, Liliana Cruz is hitting a wall, or rather walls. There's a wall her mom has put up ever since Liliana's dad took off again. There's a wall that delineates Liliana's vibrant inner city Boston neighborhood from Westburg, the wealthy and white suburban high school she's been accepted into. There's the wall that Liliana creates within herself because to survive Westburg, she can't just lighten up, she has to whiten up, according to the book. And then it says, so what if she changes her name? So what if she changes the way she talks? So what if she's seen her neighborhood in a different light? But then some hard truths are exposed. So it isn't that her father doesn't want her come, he can't. And her entire family is in jeopardy. So then, let me see. Then, what does it say? Then simmering racial tensions at school reach a fever pitch, and the walls that divide feel insurmountable. But a wall isn't a barrier. It can be a foundation for something better. And Liliana must use this foundation as a platform to speak her truth or risk the wall crumbling on top of her. So that one sounds like it's a lot of deep conversations that are going to be had in this book. And I don't know about you guys, but I love fiction books, especially the young adult books. I don't know why. I'm just drawn to them. I'm not into romance novels, I guess. I'm gonna try to get into one of those books, but I love just the young adult novels because I really wish these books would have been there when I was young, because I would have been reading. I was into like the Babysitter's Club books, but there was nothing that I was actually babysitting at the time when I was reading those, so those I could relate to, but there was nothing that I can relate to or books out there that spoke about like my family or anything like that, what I experienced in the world, I guess you can say. So yeah, that is everything on my list, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys plan on reading soon? So what books are on your to be read list? Because maybe I'll put them on my next list. So with that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss another video, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day, guys.